Hey everybody, and welcome to Fat E's Barbecue. Thank you very much for joining in on checking out this video. As you can tell, it's nighttime. It is cold out here. You might not be able to see that, but it's actually 45 degrees cold out here. What we're doing, overnight cook, it's gonna be a large one. We've got 4 butts and 4 briskets. Let's get to it. Hey guys, so real quick, I just wanted to show you guys how we manage our fire. Okay, so I've got this one here. That's where the fire is going to come in. The heat's going to come through there. That's where I'm measuring the first temp. First temp here. Come in to my probe. 1, 2, 3. I got another one right there. And a temperature gauge right there. Clipped on right there, so it's going to get the flow coming up, and that's the temperature I want. So that goes into there, and lift that up a little. That's it. And that. Close it down. So I got one coming into here, the other one going into here. So I want to cook at 225, and my alarm is set for 235 in case I go too hot. I don't want it to be too hot up on the top. I want it around 225, 235. So that's where I want those two to end up being. Ideally, I want them both at 225. But we'll see what we get. I've got a few of these ThermoPro gauges here, and what I do is I put one temperature, I put them grate level. So one is right here, one is on the bottom as I showed you earlier in the video. And what we're trying to do is keep this at 225. So as you can see, we're almost there. We're, about 210, 224. But there was some questions online is how do we maintain this fire? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you. I use 2 probes for the grate to show what the fire is. And then our other probes that we have here, those are the ones that go in the meat, and those will be the internal temp. But right now, we're actually ready to put another log on the fire, and I'm gonna show you exactly what we do. All right, so let's get this opened up, show you what we got going on in here. So take a look at the fire, guys. The way I've got it set up, let me make sure this is back so I don't want this to hit me in the back. Okay, the way I got it set up, guys, the main fire is right here going on, okay? And we try to stack it here. I try to keep it as far away from the edge as possible. Now you're going to want to use some good welding gloves or good fireproof gloves when you do this. But again, have the fire right in the middle. And as you can see here, I've got another log here right on the side, and this one's drying out. This one is going to go right on top. And then another one, push this all together. And then this one goes right on the side. And that's it. We keep that fire there. We close it up. As you can see, that fire is raging. Close this down, and then we set it. So depending on where we want to be, I'm gonna go about halfway right here, and this should maintain it. If it gets too hot, we close this. If it gets too cold, we open it, okay? So that's wide open, tons of air going in. If you need to shut it off, if it gets too hot, you close it down just like that. But what we're gonna do right here is I'm gonna keep it halfway, and we're gonna get a nice consistent fire going on. So we're gonna get nice and consistent with that fire. We're gonna monitor it. So that's what we do the entire time. This is the main tool right here. We look at the temp. If it's too high, I just tap it closed. If it's too low, I tap it open. And that's how we maintain it. We wanna keep it at 225 the entire time. Now, if it starts getting too low and this isn't working, then that means we're probably gonna need another log. So I'll take that one log that's on the side, put it right on top, put another log on the side to start drying it out a little bit more. So that way it starts right away and we don't get a lot of that dirty smoke coming out the top. So again, guys, that's it. It's pretty it. You just have to be consistent with what you do. You got to keep doing it over and over, and don't forget about your fire, because next thing you know, your fire goes out, gets too low, and then it starts spiking up and down. You want it to stay smooth throughout. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. We'll keep rocking with this. So here we go. It's time to put these briskets and butts on. We're at 223. I don't know if you can see that, but 223 on both temperature probes. So let's do this thing. Whew, it's cold. All right, here we go. First one, brisket. Ooh, it's a massive brisket, guys. This is a massive brisket. So I'm gonna pull this guy out right here. Okay. Right here. And we've got fat side up here. Ooh-wee. Oh, just like this, guys. Put this guy here. Looks good, Bob. Look good? Okay, get my temperature probe. First one, I'm just gonna put this right here. That look good right there, Bob? Just stick it in as far as it'll go. There we go. So that's the first one. The other one, I'm gonna flip. So let's go for the second one now, guys. Put this here. Now I'm trying to hurry because I'm losing heat. Brisket number 2. You get that, Bob? Brisket number 2. This one, so which way is the fat? This is the fat right here, right? Yeah, that's the fat side. This one is going head in. Oh boy. Woo, barely gonna fit. Barely gonna fit. Squeeze that in there. See that? Yeah, look, see? Look right here. Fat side up, guys. That's it for that one. Whew, this is nice and warm. First setup, we're done on that one. Put this one here. Can you pull my arm sleeve up all the way up past the elbow? That's good. See, great assistant, man. Here we go. And just in case you guys don't know, that's my cousin Bobby. I've always referring to him as Bob. He is officially our Vice President of Firebox Operations, just so you guys know, okay? All right, here we go. Brisket number 3. There's the flat side. Huh? Oh, thank you. There we go. Another, oops, there it is. Here we go. Here we go again. Brisket number 3. It's got the lay right on there. You all see that? Don't worry about getting nice and close, Bob. Nice, boom, looks good. Ladies and gentlemen, brisket number 4. And this is fat sides on the bottom right now. Oh man, this smells good. All right, this is gonna go with the point that way. We are really putting this Lone Star Grill to the test today, ladies and gentlemen, just saying. I'm about to pull this guy and maybe cheat it a little bit right here. Something like that. And I am in here. Can you get that, Bob? You see that? Looks good? Yep. This is going all the way in the back. Right on. Now this is sliding in. All right, briskets are in. Temperature gauge. This I'll plug in afterwards. 4 briskets. 4 butts. Here we go. Right on. Ooh, man, Bob. This smells good. It smells real good. Can you guys see that? Ooh. That smells real good. Oh, losing some foil. All right. So it looks like we'll be able to put a few butts on this one. You can put another one right here. Oh, it smells good. I could put them right in the middle. Let's scoot this one over then. There we go, guys. 2 butts in. I don't have the temp gauge for this one. Okay, last one here. Here we go, one more time. We are really, really gonna put this Lone Star Grill to the test. And I am super confident in it, to be honest with you. There it is. Ooh, I kind of got a little bit. Look, I put a smiley face in that. See that? There we go. This one too. Just like this. I'm putting the bone I'm putting the bone facing this side, maybe get more heat. There's our temperature gauge right there. We're gonna monitor it here. There it is, that's nice and deep in there. And then we're gonna get this clip. And that one, if you can see guys, this one's gonna monitor right in the middle. So we should have all layers. Lift this up. All areas should be covered. So now, there it is, guys. So as you can see, we got 4 butts, 4 briskets. We're ready to go. Let's shut this guy. Make sure all my probes are ready to go. Get them out the way of the door. Right there. And then we're gonna close this guy. And that's it. So again, we're gonna maintain, I'm gonna put these probes together, make sure everything's all nice and settled down. We're gonna maintain this fire at 225 degrees all night. And that's it, guys. We're gonna maintain this fire at 225 degrees, nice and low, nice and slow. We're gonna be here all night. Again, it's 50 degrees out here. I am cold. I know you guys probably can do 50 degrees in shorts and t-shirt and some sandals out here, but not me. It's San Antonio, Texas. It's not supposed to be this cold. It snowed last night. I'll show you some pictures of that snow in this video also. But anyway, stick with us. Remember, maintain that fire just like I said. Oh, it's already going off telling me that my temp is good. So these briskets are done. I'm just playing. That's my fire temp, guys. Anyway, guys, we are putting this Lone Star Grill to the test. I am super excited. I know it's gonna do really, really well. Let's just maintain the fire and we'll get back with you. Wow. 2017. That snow is just coming down. This is crazy. It was awesome and crazy at the same time. All right, so just an update. This here is my cooking temp. So I'm at a little 246, a little below 250 right now. For the most part, we were cooking at 225, but I got 2 probes going. One's at 246. The other one you can see is at 245. And my brisket temperature right now, one is at 172 and the other one is holding at 181. So that is almost done. So we're getting close, guys. Okay, this is my match here, so I take this inside with me so I can keep an eye on it. This is my butt going on in there. It's at 176. So the butt is almost done as well. We're going to get that to 190. And these are some other temperature gauges that I have going on here. Like I said, the temp has been holding really, really well. You see how I have this one off to the side? Watch, as soon as I put this on, let me push that a little closer. As soon as I put it on, it's going to light up right away. You see that? So there's no delay. And then what I do, I get another log and I'm gonna put the log right there. But I gotta cut open another bag right now. So we're gonna close this up and grab us a log. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and open the grill. Remember, that fire's going. And we're gonna put the log right off to the side, okay? And if we feel that it's too close, we'll just move this over just a little bit to give us some distance right here in between, okay? So I've got the distance. I need to close this up because it's getting too hot. And lock it down, okay? So right now my thing's beeping because I let that go over temp by holding it wide open. So by having the door open, it caused a lot of air to go in and spike the fire. So the fire will fluctuate and go up a little bit. So you can see right here, it's at 264, 259. It's gonna start to go down right now. See that? Okay, 262, 268. I wanted to keep going down, okay? And we're gonna get that to about 240, okay? So if it doesn't go down quick enough, like right there, it's too high, what I'm gonna do, come back over here, okay? See this guy? Let me show you. And I'm just gonna tap it close right there. So just right there, I'm gonna tap it right there. Let me turn off my alarm. We're gonna come over here and take a look at our gauge, and that should drop. Okay, just gonna give it a little bit of time for it to start reading. And if it doesn't drop, we gotta bring it down more because obviously it spiked when I put that new log on there. Okay, so let me put this closer over here. There we go. So that way it sinks a little bit better. It hasn't synced yet. You see how it's off? So I'm at 266 and 258, so it's a lot better. Okay. Still waiting for this one to sync. This one hasn't synced yet, but this is what I'm going by because this is where my actual thermocouples are coming out of. So 270 and 247. See that? So it is going down. Still a little hot. So I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. So I'm gonna come back over here. Okay. And just a little bit. Okay. And that'll do it. Just that little tap. That'll do it. That little bit makes a huge difference. Okay. So come back over here. Look at that. 235 already. So that's it, guys. Pretty simple to maintain the fire. Okay. It's just, it takes a lot of work. It does take a lot of, getting used to the pit, getting used to, opening and closing, or, opening and closing it. It takes a little bit of finesse on it. But again, I put the one log to the side. It starts to dry it out. I notice when I don't put the log on the side, or if I forget to put the log, when the fire gets low and I grab the log and I put it on, it takes a little longer to ignite, and then it'll burn a little dirtier. You get a little more of that white smoke coming out. But when you do it this way, you grab the log, put it right on top. You saw how fast it ignited. It went quick. So there is no crazy drop in temp when you're doing it. There was a spike because I held the door open a little too long, so I let too much air go in. So the way I do it really, really quick. I don't wait very long, and I don't leave that door open to give that air a chance to spike. Okay, that's really important. So what I do, when I see the temperature going down, I'll open it, I'll poke the coals a little bit just to level it out, grab that log, put it on top, and then from there it ignites, put the other log in, close it, I'm done. It takes me less than a minute, less than 30 seconds really, that I have that door open. So again, less than 30 seconds, and then you monitor your opening, okay? That, if you need it hotter, you open it up. If you need it cooler, you close it in a little bit. And it's not major, it's just, you saw, just barely tapping it, okay? So anyway, guys, hope that helps you out with the temperature control. We're getting really close on this brisket. If you could take a look, 180, and the other one's at 172. We just need that thing to get to 190. We're pulling them off. And the butt is now 177, so we're getting close. All right, guys, it's been a long night. It's already the morning. One of the butts is calling for us to take it off already, so let's get to it. I'm gonna pull this guy out. Y'all can get a sneak peek at everything else while we're in here, but it's this rear butt. The rear butt is what's calling our name, so we're gonna pull this guy back here. Here we go. Ooh, man, it's falling apart. I need like a spatula or something. Try to get underneath this. Yes. There we go. Sticking them on it. There we go. There we go, guys, right there. We're gonna just go ahead and wrap it in this foil here. We're gonna let this rest. We're gonna let this rest to get some more juices. Put this stuff back in. I left a chunk of meat, guys. This one's gonna be for Bobby and me right here. So we'll put this here for now. That's the special surprise there. We're gonna have to work on these probes and their locations and positioning. All right, guys, so we're gonna finish wrapping up that butt and put a couple more layers of foil on it. We're gonna let it sit for about an hour and a half, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull it. At that time, it's gonna be ready to eat, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, so this hit 190. It's pretty windy out here, so I apologize if you hear it in my microphone. But anyway, the butts have reached 190. I need to pull them off. We're gonna wrap them, let them sit, and then we're gonna pull them. So let's get to it. Everything is looking really good. You can take a sneak peek at these briskets. If you notice a few are missing, we went ahead and some of them were already done earlier, and I had to pull them off. We have an event that we're cooking these for, so I don't have that much time. I didn't get a chance to roll the camera, but I will roll with these here. So first brisket. Here's the butt. It's going on here. Looks good. Let's go grab this second one here. Pull the probe out. Okay, let's get this guy a little bit more so I have some more room, but look at that, guys. Whew. You can hear it sizzling. You see that, Bob? There we go. So So now I'm gonna get this covered up. I'm gonna wrap it a little bit better. I'll wrap that a little bit better, but let's get this closed up because we've got 2 briskets. Look, take a look at these briskets here. Look at that. They're looking really good. You see that nice little juice pocket there? And we got one on the bottom here, nice and jiggly. But they're not quite done yet, so let's close this up. All right, so that's it. The butts are off. Now we just have 2 briskets left in there. We're waiting for those to hit 190. When they do, we're gonna come out, wrap them, let them rest, and we'll be ready for the event tonight. All right, guys, briskets are done. It's time to take them off. I went ahead and wrapped them with foil a little bit because I needed to speed it up just a little bit. I guess that's a little crutch we use when we need to get the cook done a little earlier. Wrap it with foil, so let's take a look. We're gonna take these off and let them rest. We need to make sure, we just needed to make sure we got them off on time to let them rest for the event so we can cut them at the event and they'll be nice and juicy. So let's get this one. Ooh, that burned me a little bit right there. Go put this first one in here. Fortunately, you won't be able to see it, but I promise you, we'll show them to you later. But we are pulling these off. Everything is reading perfectly. All right, so 4 butts, 4 briskets down. The Lone Star Grill did an amazing job. Held temp pretty well the whole way through. I had a couple of problems trying to figure out some of the temps to maintain them with so much meat in there. So, I mean, as you saw earlier, this thing was stacked just full of meat, and it seemed like the airflow was a little bit weird, but it's just trial and error, guys. I'm gonna have to keep going with that and trying to figure out exactly where to position the meats. But anyway, for the most part, this thing held temp really well, and that's it. We're done. We're gonna let those meats rest. We're gonna let these meats rest, and then we'll get them cut at the event, and I'll try to show you some highlights and stuff. Like I said, I can't cut it now the way I usually do because this belongs to somebody else. So once it's done, I'll take a sneak peek, get some camera angles of it so you can kind of see the big payoff. But again, guys, thank you very much for joining in. I really appreciate everything. Fatty's Barbecue, thank you, Bob, for manning the cam and helping us out here. Again, guys, we'll see you later. Hope you enjoy it.